35 innocent souls were lost. Ọlọ́run ní jí kárírú ẹ̀ mọ́ ní Ọ̀yọ́ State o. Quite a number of people, they've been reaching out to me, saying, oh, this thing happened in Anambra State. It happened also FCT. Nobody went to jail. Why is it in Oyo State that some people are going to jail? I said, well, Oyo State is not Anambra State. And no matter how highly placed, justice must be done. Judiciary 1B, it's in their court. If you think you can grant bail pending the trial, I don't have anything against it. But trial, the people must go on trial. So people come to me, and I've been saying to them, Oyo State, even if this entire country decides not to follow the rule of law, Oyo State we will dare to be different.
nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn èló ni wọ́n fi wọlé àwọn ọmọ tí ń bọ̀ èló ni kí wọ́n mú dání èló ni wọ́n fi wọlé.
lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ni o lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́.
ọ̀fẹ́
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ní kí gbogbo ọmọ ọmọ bọ̀ 5,000.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni torí ó jẹ́ ohun tó wá sí mi lọ́kàn láti máa ṣe fún àwọn ọmọdé especially àwọn ọmọ gan tó jẹ́ wípé lásìkò ọdún báyìí wọ́n lè má sí owó púpọ̀ lè má sí lọ́wọ́ òbí láti lè múnú wọn dùn. Ọmọdé dẹ̀ ṣe pàtàkì fún orílẹ̀-èdè torí gbogbo nǹkan téèyàn bá máa dà láti kékeré ni. Mo fẹ́ràn ọmọdé gan ni mi ò wá nílé bí ọmọ 5,000 so nítorí náà gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tí mo bá ń tọ́jú làwọn ọmọ mi.
Wings Foundation.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni Wings Foundation women in need of guidance and support àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n nílò àtìlẹ́yìn àti ìrànlọ́wọ́ tabadẹ̀ sọ nípa obìnrin tó nílò ìrànlọ́wọ́ kò sí bí ọmọ òṣèlú síbẹ̀ kò sí bọ́rọ̀ ọmọ òṣèlú jẹyọ ọmọ ló máa ń jẹ́ kí obìnrin kó làágùn jù.
Kí ló dé tẹ́ fi wá rò wípé ilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn 5,000 ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ tí máa ń ṣe gbogbo ibi tí ẹ bá lọ náà nù 5,000.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ìbàdàn torí pé a mọ̀ pé Ìbàdàn jẹ́ ìlú ńlá ní gbogbo South West Ìbàdàn láti jẹ́ ibi tó tóbi jù so nítorí náà a túbọ̀ gbé sókè bọ̀ a ti máa ń ṣe náà bíi 5,000 4,000 la máa ń ṣe ní gbogbo ìlú tá a ti ń lọ náà.
Aago mélòó ni kí àwọn ọmọ kí wọ́n ti máa dé ní àárọ̀ náà?
Aago 10 àárọ̀ la fi sí aago 10 àárọ̀ ni.
Aago 10 àárọ̀.
Aago 10 àárọ̀ so gbogbo àwọn tó bá dẹ̀ bí wọ́n bá ṣe wọlé sí ni tó bá ti pé bíi 5,000 yẹn a lè má lè accommodate àwọn ọmọ tó mi yẹn àlè ọmọ kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ àwọn ṣe mọ̀ pé ó ní ojú nǹkan tá a ṣètò sílẹ̀ kó má bàa di pé á pọ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Islamic High School ní Basọ̀run ní Ìbàdàn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Welcome back. The video you watch is that of Governor Seyi Makinde, he said those that are involved in the stampede, the governor of Oyo State, 57 years old, Seyi Makinde, those that are involved in the stampede that occurred in Oyo State, Ibadan, will be dealt with. They will be dragged to the court. They must face trial. Now, there are people who might be worried about that. I want to believe strongly that if this case does not go to court, there might be backlashes. Let us be sincere. This is how it is supposed to be, regardless of sentiments. The reason why a lot of people are quick to talk is because they have refused to learn how things work in countries where things work. That's just basically what it is. Countries where things work, there are set rules. Regardless, if it were in a country where things work, that this stampede happened, there will be a committee, if that is what the law states, that will do what they call inquiry into what happened. Not just to find truth, but also to assuage those that their family members passed away, and also to protect those who have been misinformed about what possibly could have happened. What I'm trying to say in essence is this: if the government is not to do nothing about it and keep quiet and say, oh, it's not their fault, that's the end of it, they will put Oriyomi Hamzat, the radio presenter, and ex-Olori of Ooni, Naomi, they'll put their lives at risk. That's the truth of it. Because there are certain people who have been misinformed that might want to attack them and do harm to them. So the best approach is to keep them, which is more of protecting them, keeping them in custody, is protecting them. Other people are saying it in a different light, but they need to understand that they have to be kept. We have to look at the situation of things. What if they are harmed in their house because someone wants to take law into his or her hands? So the governor said they have to be dealt with regardless of their position and whatever. They have to go to the court. It is the court that decides who goes to jail or not. And from what we've heard so far, the talk is that the event is supposed to be at 10 a.m. And the capacity prepared is for 5,000 people. Did the organizer of the event, which is to be charity/party for children, did they inform the appropriate bodies? Yes, we saw videos of Naomi, ex-Olori of Ooni of Ife. She visited the committee or the department that is in charge of this in that state and informed them about it. Now, in a country where things work, having gotten the detailed information, it is the government that is supposed to liaise with the other agency, which is the police, to provide adequate security. That is how it's supposed to work. But let us say this is not how it is stipulated to work. Then they have to inform the police. They talk about if they inform police or they did not inform police. It's a little bit not clear. Some said yes, they said they had informed police. Some said they didn't inform the police that they were going to have that event. Did they provide security? They said yes, we did provide security. But security was to be there at the event maybe 2 hours or 1 hour before the event. But lo and behold, according to the report, people had already left their homes. Some with their children, some without children. They had already headed down to the event as early as 4 a.m. Event is for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Imagine the number of hours that people already got there because of food and gifts. Level of poverty is not something we want to talk about. And also, poverty can also be something of the mind. And when you look at some of these states, apart from some other states that are not so bad, the citizens there financially, there are certain states that poverty has been ingrained in them. There are certain states that are more of a village-like life, town. And don't forget that children are always drawn to these things. And majority in this part are not educated. Poverty also can be a thing of the mind. Meaning these people have farms, they have access to food, they have access to this. But because there is this event and the name attached to it and the possibility of gifts and, they want to be there. Parents want to be there. They say some parents were throwing their children across the fence because the gate of that location, which is a school, was locked. It wasn't time yet. They were throwing their children across, saying somebody will catch the child. What does that amount to? Is that not wickedness, suicide, foolishness? Are those parents going to be held responsible or not? This is what the court is going to find out. This is what the court is going to decide upon. How? The event was for this. Did you provide security? Yes, we provide, and security is supposed to operate at this time. Who did you inform? It is going to be clear. They are not just going to drop her in jail or drop him in jail because they want to show charity. And now, you heard what the governor said. This incident also happened in the southeast of Nigeria, happened also right at the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. People lost their lives. In the southeast of Nigeria, grown-up people, not just children now, grown-up people lost their lives. Stampede. Stampede has happened all over the world. Now, people are saying, oh, come off this. What about this occasion that was done here? How come there was no stampede? Why was this not that? Why was that not this? I don't know the dynamics of that one. But what I do know is when you're dealing with impoverished people and people whose mindsets operate in a certain way, this is bound to happen. It is terrible. Let us be sincere. It is terrible. The root cause of it needs to be dealt with also. I am hoping that the governor of that state, rather than showing some form of braggadocious, I can talk, which I believe it might be a way of assuaging, like I said, assuaging those that might want to take laws into their hand, like, Shile Kuala, Hamzat, they are the ones that took the lives of our children. They are sacrificing them. They took this and that. Oh, it is Ooni of Ife punishing. Whatever it is, regardless of your sentiment, I hope the governor will sit down, have a committee, and extend this to other states. Take it to the federal level. There are certain things that need to be addressed. The inequality is too much. It's just too much. Tell me, in a country where things work, do you think a lot of people will come out because there is some charity and some money is going to be shared or food? People will not really come out. If it is a show, they might have a stampede, Stampede is something that human beings are yet to understand why. But there are people, organizations that have studied this crowd control. But does she have this ability? Does she have it? Some said she should have had this in a more bigger place where people can never stampede themselves. A large stampede can happen anywhere regardless of the size. People stampede because gifts are going to be shared, even though it has not been handed over to them, because they saw a pile of gifts. Just, it takes one move of one person before you know it, there's a stampede, rushing to grab the gift, and people will buy. What are you talking about? Stampede is something that we are not talking of children coming there alone. Parents brought those children. As a parent, you have to be responsible for the safety and upkeep of your children. Now, in this case, safety of your child. Should it be the responsibility alone of the organizer of the event? No. They should not be responsible alone for it. You, as a parent, coming to an event, you saw the crowd. Now you are caught in between the crowd. Maybe you didn't see the crowd at the beginning. You are caught in between it. It does not become I am in the middle or I'm in the front, and there are more people coming, pressing and pushing. It becomes chaotic. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this. For me, the court will decide who is guilty, fully or partially guilty. And like I said, the committee must be inaugurated to tackle the concerns that has been raised, or whatever it is that created or caused this stampede, and how to, the way forward. Very important. Not just to put someone in prison, that's the end of it. You must learn. I don't know if Oriyomi, Hamzat, or Chilekunla will ever do charity again. I don't think so. But then, who knows? They might say, we will do it again. Nothing will stop us from doing good. Many people have castigated Chilekunla. They say you're a prophetess now. You say you see vision. Why didn't you see that this is going to happen? I laugh at some things that people say. The reason behind it is that she might be aware, she might have prayed about it, and she might have seen nothing. Question is she getting punished? Another person asked, for disobeying God by getting married to Ooni of Ife. That was not where she was supposed to go. But because of greed, she jumped. Because of status, image, she jumped into the hands of Ooni of Ife, came out of the place shamefully, and now she's undergoing penance. A time for her to reflect over the action that she took. I don't know which of it is true or not. What are your own thoughts? Drop your comment. See you in the next update.